Hey there, this is Gordon, fascinated by fungi. I'm going to show you how I made this amazing mushroom okonomiyaki. I prepped my lobster and lion's mane mushrooms, ripping them apart in kind of big pieces because I like the texture when I cook them. I sliced up some squash. I'm going to saute all of these things in the pan. Then I got some Napa cabbage, cut the head up, sliced it pretty thin. I'm going to mix it together in this okonomiyaki batter, and I don't want my pieces to be too big. So there's me searing off the mushrooms and the squash. Then I assembled the batter. I buy this batter mix at Asian grocery stores. Usually use, I don't know, a cup and a half, 2 cups, and add an egg, sometimes 2, a little bit of water. Stir it up, get it nicely emulsified. You want to have a good ratio of batter to veggies, and you don't want the batter to be too thick or too thin. So it takes a little bit of practice, but you'll get it right. Or you can just follow the directions on the back. But I put some chili and some green onion in, and then I added that to the bowl as well. Some imitation crab that I sliced up. I really love this stuff. It's cheap, it's sustainable. It's basically a fish hot dog. So I dumped it in, then I really got the whole bowl moving, slowly stirring around. I added a little bit more batter just to bring it all come together. Now the real trick of this is the bacon. I traditionally use pork belly, but I use bacon because it's easy to get. So I shellac the pan with it. Try to get it really nice and close. Definitely helps uniformity. And the whole point of this is to really render the bacon slowly. So I've got the pan on low to sort of medium-low heat. I dump in my cabbage and mushroom mixture, and I use a spatula to really kind of like pat it into the pan and get it in all the nooks and crannies. I'll put a lid on it for a little bit, probably about 10 to 15 minutes. Really slowly let that bacon render out. Once you can smell it, once you can see the pork fat coming up on the sides and it moves freely, then it's time to flip. Now, this is a little bit tricky, but you can kind of put it out onto a plate. It helps to have a really big plate. No non-stick pans help this too. So flip it over. It's okay if a little comes out. Kind of tuck it back into the pan. But you see that nice, crispy top from the bacon that rendered well. Oh, it's so good. So get it moving freely again. You can always put a little bit more oil down. Here is the dressing process. So I've got okonomiyaki sauce, and I've got some Kewpie mayo, a little bit of pickled ginger, some bonito flakes, well, a lot of bonito flakes, and some seaweed. A little lobster mushroom on top. Oh, slice it up. Oh man, this stuff is so good. It's a great dish to make out of your pantry anytime. It's absolutely delicious. It's so satisfying. Oh my goodness. Yum. Jerry loves it too. Yep.